Well, guys, we knew that one town wasn't enough for the two of them. That's a matter of record. But one state not being enough, big enough for these two teams. I guess that's a
group trying to get the same page of how you're going to take this next fight.
Merit's looking to get himself on the board here as well. Nothing to his name thus far. Absconds to the high ground here, disrupt the shots, both thrown down, but it's Edison who gets brought to heel by Dante. Still, Sparkle is putting a lot of pressure on, and that Kitsune Rush makes him a killing machine. Back to the point, sound barrier now expiring, Fearless clinging to life. Fielder going to be brought down by the Death Blossom here. And the Outlaws are able to muscle their way in, but by God, already 82% for the Dallas Fuel, and counting now as this fight extends. A lot of catching up to do. Expand by Creative, he's saying I've almost got mine as well. Gonna lay some roads here. Oh! Fielder with the kunai! Merit doesn't see what's coming. Pelican trying to play as much as he can on what remains of the road, but the Fuel are taking the fight to him now. Pelican can't touch.
Bait, maybe get a player weak, bait them into this Death Blossom from Pelican.
He's gonna might have to do it into a Kitsune Rush though, and that's gonna be the case. Here come the Foxes. Sparkle's already found Creative with a Death Blossom of his own. What a key pick now. Creative, no chance to build that ultimate up. Just when the Outlaws would have needed it. They're gonna have to regroup and go once more. 98 now. 99, it will be a touch by Lastro, albeit barely. Can he keep himself alive? The wall ride, yes, he's gonna keep him there. Dante's bubbles is fine, he has to leave the point. Who's gonna stand up now? It has to be Pelican just dipping a toe in the lava, but Creative
gets one.
Fearless across the map. Here comes Dante now, he's low on health, but he knows he can contest. Great walk instantly coming out from Sparkly, doesn't want to deal with Pelican right now. Dallas losing Fearless, so punishing. And the Outlaws solidify their hold.
They're playing for this Kitsune Rush. You may actually only get one.
Oh! Again! Headshot on Sparkle is pretty big, but Kitsune Rush is still in play, trying to do what Fearless is getting in his face, but Pelicans doing work in the back line. Only Fielder able to get involved in that fight for Dallas, and they may not have time for another. Edison definitely feels that way. He gets nailed to the wall by the railgun. Overtime's here for Dallas. Sparkle can't stay long either. He's booped off the edge. Gio trying to contest, buying some time. Fearless coming in on the Doomfist now. There has to be a touch, but Fearless is set over the edge. It's just Gio. Fielder going to get back here in time. Gio eventually has to succumb. Edison won't be able to touch here. No chance. And Houston even. Sparkle not finding any value from that ultimate. And what else do the Dallas still have to work with? A player advantage for maybe a moment. Dante's gone down. No tank, no bubble deployment available for the Houston Outlaws, but they've got Pelican pushing from the front. And there's Merit over the top with a rail. Gio trying to keep his team in it here. Edison has returned back to the fight. Fielder, kunai, throwing him out there. Edison really extends quite far forward there. Dallas has just contested to try and keep it in overtime, but I got bad news for you.
Pelican can't find him.
Sparkle brings Pelican down. Dante trying to hang on, he can't. I don't know how Dallas pulled that off.
Well, it's like
Susu Sparkle to keep him alive, and the bubble gets thrown down at the perfect time. Dante brings Sparkle down, and Fielder is now out of the picture. He was so close to that Kiriko ultimate, and there it is. Gio is a thing of the past, and the Houston Outlaws, they aim to make Anaheim a lawless place too.
And you just talk about
Creative takes a glancing blow for one of those rails, but it's going to put pressure on the healing capacity of the Outlaws. Here's the sound barrier now. Fearless hanging on. Lastro seeing better days though. They're trying to go for the Lucio, and they get Creative as a bonus. No supports, no healing left. And still Pelican goes for it. He's gotten 3. The Fuel have the Death Blossom plus Kitsune Rush combination. That could be a little bit scary. Here's the overclock from Merit. Pelican takes too much damage, has to Wraith out of the fight early on. Creative now going to go for the Kitsune Rush of his own. Fielder a little low. Here comes Sparkle up the stairs, and he's found one. Lastro should be enough. And he'll have the jump right now for him, but he has to return to his team, and Merit. Oh, Merit! Fearless chases him down. What great follow-up on that hit there from Edison.
Sound barrier gets everybody alive on Houston.
But what's left? No more ultimates. Dallas, they have the latest sound barrier. They have the durability now, and they're going to use it to its fullest extent. Pelican is 1 health and just trying to stall the card. That's just not going to be enough.
Yes, it's a really nice... So
later in the day, don't worry. Edison, another flank! Another headshot! Merit absolutely reeling, and the Outlaws now have the absolute stuffing knocked out of them. Not even a Pelican play can save them now.
And because it's just a...
The fuel, they're gonna get the cart moving here. Pelican's gonna have to step up and contest, but it's a scary situation. Sparkle, Death Blossom! That'll do it! Pelican able to shut him down there. Chio barreling into the middle of the fight there. You can see Pelican's the only one sat on the card. Creative trying to keep them topped up. Pelican has to rate the way. Here's the Kitsune rush and Creative is down. Pelican follows, and the Dallas Fuel absolutely stop the Outlaws on Kings Row. Sojourn player. And of course, Kitsune rushes are now on deck for this next fight. We're about to have an injection of Octane. And both teams go for them, and Spark was able to find there at first. What a key pick. There's still the threat, of course, of the ring for a Pelican, but Dallas seem unperturbed by any of that here.
And Houston actually uses their Kitsune rush. They still have Dante and Pelican still alive, so maybe they feel like they can win.
And here's a sound barrier now for the Fuel. Fearless able to find Lastro before he has a chance to beat, but off the edge goes Sparkle. That helicopter's touching down in the wrong postcode.
Yes, Pelican's going to use his Death Blossom. That's going to be down near the payload. That doesn't result in anything. It looks like it's going to be Fielder and Chio.
To committing to a losing fight. And there may not be one. Creative's out of the picture already, and Merit is in trouble. He's getting shot from above as Fearless is rounding on him. Takes him down with the long-range taser. Now Pelican's forcing the raid from on the card and slash through from the high ground. But what can be done about a problem like the Fuel? The Outlaws get booted out of Route 66. Dante getting shredded a little bit there as he goes briefly face-to-face with Sparkle, who lets the Death Blossom go immediately. Dante safe from it for the time being, but Merit can't avoid the flailing fists of fury. The primal rage of Fearless brings him down. And Edison goes for the overclock here. Dallas, look, they get a bit of solo queue on. But Edison does again. He's outdoing his opposite number. Merit needs to try to find a way to even the score right now. And there it is. Fielder is down. The Outlaws, don't forget, they lost their Reaper, their ability to stand on the cart and fight big. Compromise, but Merit's, he's able to find Edison now. Fearless wants to pressure him away, but Merit's got a lot of healing, and Dallas are likely to peter out here. He needs to be tended to now. Chio has the sound barrier up. Dallas have some support ultimates here. They've got a lot of offensive tools as well. And Edison ain't a tool, he's an absolute weapon. Pelican once again falls flat. And the Outlaws are going to get absolutely kicked out of this map. That'll do it! He's forced to take to the skies. The Outlaws are able to get a player down though with that ultimate trade. Now they have to find it elsewhere. Anderson! Dante careening through the air is able to take him down, but exposes himself there to Merit for a moment. It's not punished. Dante has the primal rage here. He'd love to close the gap first. Maybe force Dallas to fight inside confined spaces, but Pelican's already down. He's already gone! And the Fuel now push up with this sound barrier. It's all too easy. There's 2 minutes left in the round. The Outlaws are hanging on by their fingernails.
You get performances like this.
Probably gonna have to happen now. Dante a little bit low, but he's able to keep him up in this fight. Dante, the headshots from Sparkle are just too strong in the front line. And the Outlaws get bowled over. Strike! 7 seconds left. All that separates the Outlaws from here and a berth in the lower bracket. And Sparkle says, no! I'm flushing you down the drain! Dallas Fuel are done with the Outlaws by all appearances. Lastro's forced away from the bot. And we have our first finalist! The Dallas Fuel will have their chance to burn blue in the biggest match of the year. It's been a long road, and they're not done